Lions Bengals this Sunday. Let's talk Lions. Woo! Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. The Detroit Lions are headed to Cincinnati. Now, if you had asked me in the summer, hey, what are the top 3 games that you're most looking forward to? It would be Philadelphia, it would have to be Kansas City, and then it would have to be Cincinnati. Those are like the top 3 games that I was looking into this season. Maybe Washington. Washington as well for that revenge game. But now with Cincinnati's development of Joe Burrow being down and out for who knows how long, it changes things. And it's crazy how much that changes things on a dime for a team. You suffer one injury, and quite frankly, it does make sense why, the rules have changed in the NFL, why things are changing to the point in which it's like you can't hit quarterbacks. You just can't hit them. If you hit them here, you hit them there, it's a flag. It's a flag here. It's 15 yards. It's this, it's that. And it makes sense because you look at a team like Cincinnati with T. Higgins, with Jamar Chase, with Trey Hendrickson, with these guys, when you're hoping that maybe, as a fan of the Bengals, we might be able to keep pace with Josh Allen. We might be able to keep pace with Patrick Mahomes. We might be able to keep pace. But now, with Joe Burrow down, you're just like, that's it. That's it. That might just be the season. And if you had asked me back in the summer, do you think Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh would be leading the AFC North, our counterpart in the AFC? I'd say no, not a chance. Not a chance in Middle Earth that would happen. And yet, here we are. The Cincinnati Bengals, without Joe Burrow, without their main man leading the helm, over 2 weeks now. Over 2 weeks they put up a total of 13 points offensively, 10 points 2 weeks ago, 3 points last week. They just don't have it. They just don't have it. And why don't they have it? Because they didn't draft Penei Sewell. Because they don't have an O-line. And without an O-line, Jake Browning can't run for his life. Without an O-line, Joe Burrow is out again. Cincinnati hasn't quite figured out that it's in the trenches the game is won, which is why, hey, man, Brad Holmes has done his thing. Speaking of trenches, Aleem McNeil, anybody watch that presser? It was a thing of beauty. There was nothing like seeing Aleem McNeil being interviewed regarding getting back on the field. It was just so lovely to see him sit there and talk and just be like, yeah, man, like, here's where I'm at. Here's where we're going. I don't know if I'm going to be back in the next 2 weeks, maybe 3, maybe against Tampa, maybe after the bye. Who knows? Who knows? But seeing Aleem McNeil be able to stand there in front of reporters and shoot it, man, when that thing came out October 1st, I skipped Goff, I skipped Hutch, I went straight to Aleem. And then I went back through, watched all the way through Decker. It was a great presser. It was just nice to see our guy back there and knowing what he will do up against and with Tyleik Williams up against O-lines. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Speaking of, good things, the Tigers. My candle, my Jared Goff candle, sitting over there. That's what did it. That's what brought the Tigers back from the dead after that disgusting loss against Cleveland. But hey, they found a way to win 6-3, right? 6-3 total. I think that's what the score was. Tigers moving on to the ALDS. Here we go against Seattle. Exciting times. That's in another category. All in all, Lions, Cincinnati. I don't want to just sit here and say, yeah, Cincinnati is dead in the water like a Isildur as he floats along that river as the ring escapes his finger down to the abyss. But I will say, when I look at it all, Cincinnati doesn't stand a chance against the Detroit Lions. You can't get complacent. We've talked about that time and time again. However, I don't think they stand a chance against us. You're putting up a total of 13 points in 2 weeks, 10-3 against the Denver Broncos. I don't see it happening. We just absolutely steamrolled the number one defense in the NFL. I think the Detroit Lions are on a roll. John Morton will not let up on the gas. The offense is cruising. Jared Goff hasn't taken a sack in 3 weeks. All in all, this game against Cincinnati, it's important. Go in there, take care of business, do the thing that you know how to do, and that is steamroll another team in their own territory. Last year, 8-0, 9-0 in opponents are away. Just do the thing you know how to do. Steamroll, do it. Now, Terrion Arnold, things are sounding good. DJ Reed, placed on the IR. We won't see him until at least the Washington Commanders. Huge bummer, which is November 9th? So that's a huge bummer hearing that. And with that, I was looking, the Detroit Lions have made multiple moves. Since placing him on the IR, you get Ty Summers from the practice squad to the 53-man roster, signed Strickland back to the practice squad, which I liked Strickland throughout the offseason, the preseason. Nick Whiteside back to the practice squad, and signing Trey Flowers. And I don't know about you, but when I heard that name, I thought about $90 million that were stolen from the Detroit Lions just a few years ago. Some Lions fans don't even know who Trey Flowers is. They have no recollection of the man that came in the night and thieved us all of $90 million under the Matt Patricia era. But worry not. It is not the same guy. Praise God, because that Trey Flowers, when I see him, God, cannot stand what he did. But you know what? He was just making a good business move. I can't blame him. That's on Matt Patricia. That's on Bob Quinn. Let bygones be bygones. They were old times. They don't even matter anymore. It's like they never even existed. Like Numenor. Numenor did exist. So calm down if you think it didn't. Lions, Bengals, 4:25 this week. Super excited. And hey, man, the Lions should win this game. They should just flat out win it. And I'm not worried at all. But you cannot get complacent. Go in there, shut them down. Look at that game and that game only. Don't even think about Kansas City the following week. Do your job. Do your job. That's it. Do your freaking job.